Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking snipers, in particular one strongest sniper weapon and how good sniper builds are with the latest update. I always had a sniper dream. Whenever I tried a new game, I was like, I will be a sniper. And then the brutal reality hits. I cannot aim. That's my usual problem, and that's the reason why I don't play snipers as much and why I love Vats. Vats make me look like I know how to play FPS games, even though I don't. So, without further ado, snipers. I will try in this video to go a little bit differently over things without over-explaining, as I have already multiple builds. So I will focus on the stuff that's different in here. If you need to see, that's the special distribution before application of legendary perks. My legendary perks are quite standard. My favorite, what I usually use, fits almost any build. That's why I like it. Then perks. You can see all of them in here, but I will discuss those perks as we go over the performance of this build. There is something special about this build. I didn't imagine that in the past, but it is possible now to have one gun to do everything. Boss fights, sniping, and run and gun. What is this mysterious gun, you may ask? I mean, you were able to see it, but now what are the legendary rolls on it? 3-star only, so you can be surprised. I didn't even add the 4-star, I ran out of 4-star Mojers, to be honest. It's hard to farm them. I ran out. Yes, I farm a lot, and I did run out on 4 stars. There's non-sightable 4-star for me. The pinpointers would be really good, or polished. They both will perfectly fit this weapon. For me personally, polished even better, as I'm not able to hit a head from far away. It's furious, explosive, and weightless for me. For weapon performance, faster reload speed would be better, but as I already said, I'm terrible at aiming, therefore I'm not really running sniper builds a lot. I do try from time to time, my luck with sniping, but then I usually give up after a while, when I cannot hit the target 5 times in a row, and the target is huge. Now, how does it work? You can already see the damage on the weapon card is awesome, but actual damage is even better than that. Let's start from sniping scenario. I will use this awesome tent and my sniping position. Targets nearby do not really require scope, but what's important, look at that, I'm not... Already missed. Stop it! Stop moving! There you go. As you may already tell, I don't need to charge to kill those Scourge, and you can see 2 huge damage numbers. One of those numbers is explosion, the other number is impact. They're both really high without any charge. The explosion is really big. Therefore, wherever target is, like those Scourge, if I hit it anywhere, it will be dead. And because I cannot really get the head, I'm running Santa Masochist. As well, sniping performance, there are amazing sniper and cheap sniper perks like long shot, 30% range accuracy, just 1 point, smart shot, for weak spot damage while aiming a scoped weapon, scoped up, extra 50% range, ground pounder for hipfire accuracy and reload speed, and number cruncher. If you didn't notice, this weapon is very expensive in Vats. 39, which is great because that boosts our damage. Now our kill streak already disappeared, but there is a Scourge Beast, and if I eventually will be able to hit her, if she's even in range, she is. Look at that, she's coming in here, that's 1-star legendary. And I did hit 1 out of 5. I would say that's above average for me. But look at that, 3 shots, I already have half of her health down. Can I get a headshot? I cannot, I got the wing shot, got other torso shot, and basically it's dead. So you can see you can kill flying creatures like a Scourge Beast. You may notice 3x damage multiplier for my sneak attacks when I'm running it. And it's important to note in here, I do not run any sneak related perks at all, period. I know it may sound like a very weird choice, but it works. And with recent patches, boosting amount of sneak attack damage already on the Gauss rifle, Adding even more is not great for me. Is it like sneak? It's not available everywhere. And 3x multiplier is already awesome, so I don't need to boost that. Therefore, I went for onslaught perks, all reverse onslaught setup. And yeah, it's totally off meta build. Dodgy evasive is here. I found a use case for that. I will show you in a moment. Adrenaline is here as well. So sniping works great. There is no Vats focus perks at all. There is everything for damage. This is generally a low health build as I am running unyielding, so I can have benefits out of it as I'm not using power armor. If you want to run it full health, honestly, there is better option than sniper for full health. There is better option. A sniper can really benefit from as much damage as possible. So you are already very far away, unlikely to get hit. But if you get hit, there are options for that. Look at that. That's sniping. Regardless how far they are, I will have awesome damage, not even need any charge. Let's see one more Scourge Beast. We have one more Scourge Beast, and there will be some Scourge. Sniping for noobs, so we are placing a tent to make it easier for ourselves to snipe. I'm on elevated position. This time I will try to stack some of the kill streak damage bonus and then shoot a Scourge Beast. So hopefully we'll have a little bit better damage on the Scourge Beast. Is that all Scourge there are? There's some other one. I cheated. I pressed the Vats button to find it. But we have it. And where's the Scourge? No way. Where's the Scourge Beast? How did such a huge creature... Oh, there it is. It was like, how did she disappear? So that's a charge attack. And now if I try to charge and hit her in the head... Cannot hit her in the head. Okay, I cannot hit her in the head. It's absolutely impossible for me. But that was a regular shot. One more regular shot. And she's killed. So it's going really fast. When I charge and shoot her, I did succeed once to get a headshot from manual aiming, and that almost killed a non-legendary Scourge Beast. So I did manage to do it once. I cannot reproduce it in here. I think there is a Scourge. Oh, almost kill it with just a splash damage. There we go. So splash damage is really powerful too. Now, going back to those perks, so you can see the sniping aspect, but there is some tankiness aspect too on this build. All the endurance, and then dodgy, and there's ricochet, serendipity. We do have that, and that's the surprising part of this build. Run and gun. Let me join the Super Mutant party. So look at run and gun option. This is way more insane than I was thinking. No charge. You see that? Torso shot. No charge. No charge. I don't need to charge. I can use it as run and gun. And they do die from a quick single shot. No charge, no headshot, no torso. That makes it possible for me to run a sniper. Don't need to aim really to do very good. Let's see if we can find level 100 mutants. And I would like to show you as well the dodgy, evasive, like all the evade performance. I do plan to test evade a little bit more when I will be a ghoul, as I can see some really cool opportunity. But already in here, you can see run and gun performance. No problem at all. They not level 100. Unfortunately, they didn't spawn level 100. Can I have one level? Oh, there is level 100. And there it goes. Nothing. No sneak attack needed. Nothing. Now the serendipity action. So you can see serendipity triggering on the left-hand side, the icon of me dodging the bullets and getting lots of scratches. That's the serendipity. The advantage of that serendipity, which is all evade effects together, they can evade melee attacks, unlike the bullet shield and ricochet, which is only for bullets. I do need to use occasional stimpack as I cannot achieve 100% evade, but look at those stats. So it's all combined. 5% from dodgy, then evasive is 11, so that's 16%, and then serendipity 31%, That's total of 47%, if I'm calculating right. So close to 50% chance I will not even get hit, but whatever is hitting me, that can evade explosions, melee attacks, wrench attacks. The one thing cannot be evaded is dot. Like if you are under effect of dot, you cannot evade that. That's one exception, but it's really good, quite powerful, and as we are not using Vats, so I don't need to be concerned with my AP being used. So I can use AP for that. And what I notice, it doesn't really stop the regeneration of the AP, so I'm good. So regardless how much it costs, so you may see it vary. The AP cost vary based on the damage I'm evading. More damage I'm evading, the more AP is being drained. So there are limitations. If you are trying to evade really high damaging enemy, it will drain your AP relatively fast. So there are limitations to that. But with my amount of AP regeneration, not a problem. I can stay low health, still tank it. And of course, I do have decent amount of resistances. That's from my civil engineer armor. We pop a stimpack so I don't die here. Civil engineer armor. It's a 4-star, but effectively it's a 3-star. My star number 4 is bashing enemies to reload. I don't even use that. The important is the luck on it, so unyielding plus even more luck. That would push my evade chance on serendipity so high. I could push it even higher with the food, so it's possible to go even higher. I have jetpack on the torso, and this is classified as medium armor. Medium armor with high energy resistance is good for evade effects. Lighter the armor, the less evade cost. So if I would go for light armor, I would reduce the evade cost even more, although it's harder to keep higher resistance with light armor. Heavy armor like Secret Service, less optimal for evade effects. And here we go. Taking them down now. They almost took themselves down with just a ricochet. Ricochet though is better with heavy armor. The ricochet chance with medium armor is lower than it would be with heavy armor. And there is no one here left. They all died. So that's the latest sniper. And I did test this weapon on the Guardian, EN06 Guardian. Of course, that's not a weapon to solo the Guardian, but I was able to take Guardian health more than 50% down, and I was getting some of the hits over, way over 10k damage. So really high damage on the Guardian. So it can kill bosses, it absolutely can kill bosses. One weapon to rule everything in the Wasteland, in Appalachia, you can use this one for everything. Those are my recommended modifications on it. To keep AP cost as high as possible, therefore damage high, full range, and not too bad recoil with perfect accuracy. It is a beast, as you were able to see. It kills everything, absolutely everything. Other snipers you can use, performance will not be the same, the damage is lower. The other snipers are way better suited for Vats. The Gauss rifle is perfectly suited, I mean, for Vats too, it will hit really hard in Vats, everything does. But without Vats, it's awesome as well. So this is everything about this build. In case you wonder, I didn't change any of my mutations, so they are as the last time. I use the standard setup at this moment, basically. Mutations do not really vary much across builds. Maybe melee build can add one more mutation, but you could really run melee mutation on regular build. Low health, super tanky, super powerful, accurate sniper. I think I like it. What do you think about this build? Let me know, and sniping in general as of the latest patch. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.